First, I want to thank my mentors, Katie, Hallie, Tracy, and Ben, my grandma for coming, my dog Iris, and cat Shadow for always being constant companions, and of course my classmates and peers. I couldn't have done it without you. So I'm going to be reading something from a novel that I'm kind of working on. Not sure where I'm going with it yet, but we'll see. My wrists stung from the position they were tied in behind my back. I had only a few moments before the dawn's first rays would descend upon me, and I needed to find a way out of this. To get away from the sun and into a dark space, I could not take the light of the sun. My goddess had forbidden anyone from the Lunar Empire's royal family to ever set foot into the light of day again. Being the chosen family of the goddess of night meant that we would forever be cursed to only live in the twilight and nighttime hours. And Lena knew that full well. I had no doubt that this is why she had left me here. The telltale clicking of her heels against the stone made me wish I could strangle her. Strangle the audacity and stupidity out of her. After all, how could she do this to me? Her twin. Just because I was cursed to live in the night. It wasn't my fault that our father had been a Lunar Empire prince, and I had inherited the blessing and was soon sent to the Empire to live where I could be safe as a potential heir. But I knew that was not the only reason I sat on this balcony. From the fertile land of the Lunar Empire to the rich natural resources my land held. There were many reasons to start a war with the Lunar Empire, but I knew one of the reasons had been Kyrian. The man who was my bodyguard, a sword for the rest of my life, here to protect me, and the one that her heart had latched onto, Kyrian, my fiancé. The man my sister had been in love with for years before I met him, according to her. She had managed to ambush me during the most vital ritual of the year. To take me from the spring before the moon could bless me meant that my goddess would likely see this as an insult. We were the representation and were to act dignified and cordial to one another, but there had been no intervention yet from my goddess or hers. I'm shocked you're still standing there, Princess Estella Elizabeth Moon. I hated it when people used my full title. I hated it even more when it was coming from Lena's mouth. One of her goals for this war was, of course, to achieve eternal daylight where nothing would ever get the chance to rest. I wanted to believe that there was no way that the goddesses would ever allow her to do something like this. If she were not careful, she and her kingdom, I hoped, would be destroyed in the aftermath of this insult to the natural order of the world. Well, I'm still standing, no thanks to your efforts. I keep my eyes trained at the horizon. I was hoping to spot Kyrian coming to help me, to send backup or anything after the distress signal I had sent out before I was captured. By now, he had to know where I was. I had complete faith in him that he would come to my rescue. Kyrian had never failed me before, and I knew he would not fail me today. He isn't going to come, Lita sneers, holding my chin and forcing me to look at her. Kyrian will come to save me. He has never failed in his duties before, and he will not fail now. I have faith in him and his abilities. I tried to stand my ground, but dawn was rapidly approaching. If Kyrian did not get here soon, my life in the world as we knew it would cease to exist. After killing all the other heirs, this woman would no doubt try to assume power. Assume power so that she could destroy everything. After all, there would be no one else to stand in her way after I was gone.